Those people who live in Mombasa, in Machakos County, you can now get to Machakos within 17 minutes of the express highway. So as we come into our counties and we raise concern, the big question that we must raise is, what do we need to do to be able to address and accommodate every trader along the highway? And the question is very simple. And I'd like the committee, when they are looking at this matter, to proceed and look at the issue of whether the county governments of Vihiga, Kisumu, and Busia have gazetted public markets, and whether those markets have been assigned to individuals, not road reserves. In fact, this is an opportunity, Mr. Speaker, for us to call upon every county government to move expeditiously and remove everybody who has occupied road reserves. Let us leave roads reserved for them to become areas of expansion. We are growing. Mr. Speaker, we now have a population clocking about 60 million in this country.
You've got less than a minute, Honorable
With
Senator.
60 million, Mr. Speaker, thank you. We have to be realistic, unfortunately. Let us call a spade a spade. Let's leave road reserved for the expansions of our roads so that we can enhance trade, particularly in this region, Mr. Speaker, as I conclude. We want to make it easy for us to trade between Uganda and Kenya. It is wrong in the 21st century, in 2025, that we still have a long queue of trucks waiting to be cleared because even the road is very small. So, Mr. Speaker, I support the statement, but I wish the committee would go further and get into the hidden questions that are hid in this statement.
Senator Catherine Muma. Now, senators wishing to speak will do so under 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for that opportunity to speak. Mr. Speaker, I would request that you indulge me with 2 minutes to just say something about being in Busia. You were welcomed by Senator Khalwale and Senator Osotsi, and Senator Khalwale did not acknowledge that I come from this region. This is a predominant culture in this area. Sometimes they don't see the women. But I want to confirm that I am a daughter of Western Kenya and I come from this region. Honorable Speaker, I also wish to add that he also standards, human standards, he did not acknowledge that this is the, and Uganda, everybody knows that the most humble leader we ever had in this country, political leader, is Uncle Moody Awori. Honorable Speaker, he also failed to acknowledge the Honorable Julia Ojambo,
Honorable Catherine Muma, tomorrow of this region. So you'll have an opportunity. They've been invited. They will be here. And we will be celebrating them as they watch. So
thank you, Honorable Speaker. I really appreciate me, but allow me to just say a little, something little about
Is the distinguished Senator Catherine Muma in order to misrepresent facts? If indeed she's a daughter of this community, and which I know she is, Mr. Speaker.
What standing order?
105, Mr. Speaker. If indeed she's a daughter of this community, and I do agree that she's a daughter of this community, why is she misrepresenting facts? Mr. Speaker, in this community, once you get married, you cease being the community. You belong, Mr. Speaker, you belong to the community where you are married.
Order, Honorable Senator Boni. Senator Boni, just take your seat. Thank you. Take your seat. Order, honorable senators. Order. Honorable senators, order. Order, honorable senators. Order, honorable senators. Order. Now, honorable senators, you are disorderly and your shouting will not address the issue that has been raised. Now, Honorable Boni Halwale, if you read the Constitution, yes, it actually accommodates customary practices and values. But those that are repugnant are not acknowledged. So,
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
so it is the ruling of the chair that particular culture, to the extent that it offends. Order, Senator for Nairobi City Council.
The Speaker has ruled.
Order, honorable senator. Let me hear the senator for Nairobi City Council. And you're not on a point of order. You're just trying to. I've allowed you to make your intervention because I can see you're from this area and you're hurt by the statement.
Chair, I just wanted to warn that you are waddling into a very dangerous territory because I do not think that culturally you have powers to determine what is culturally right amongst the people of Mulembe. Honorable Speaker, with due respect, when we come to the Mijikenda, then maybe you are an elder there, together with. But on this one, I think it's dangerous territory because the next thing I'll be told that my wife does not belong to me, Honorable Speaker, she belongs somewhere else. I think let the elder Khalwale guide us on this one.
Now, honorable senators, for purposes of this sitting, and for purposes of these proceedings, we will go by the assertion by the Honorable Catherine Muma, that indeed she's a daughter of this region. So proceed. She has temporarily relocated to another region, but she remains a daughter of this region. Proceed, Honorable Catherine.
Mr. Speaker, thank you so much for respecting the Constitution of Kenya. I am sure the elders in Western Kenya are watching, and they will be appalled that anybody can purport to speak for them in the manner in which Honorable Khalwale has done. Be that as it may be, I was saying Julia Ojambo was the first female African student, University of Nairobi. She was the first Kenyan woman to join Harvard University. She was the first African woman to receive a PhD from the University of Nairobi. She was the first woman assistant minister in Kenya, first female member of parliament from Western Kenya, and she also ran as vice president for Kalonzo Musyoka. Of course, the men will never recognize that. So allow me to do this. Honorable Speaker, I now want to contribute to two of the statements. One of the statements, Honorable Speaker, please protect me. I want to speak to two of my time, surely. Honorable Khalwale took all my time. Honorable Speaker, I want to speak to the issue of Mluanda border point raised by Honorable Omtata. I would want to call on the Senate to help us to strengthen the intergovernmental relations between national government and county government. I believe Busia County, being a border county, is one such county where we should actually model better intergovernmental relations. For instance, 40% of patients in the Busia hospitals come from Uganda, come from Southern Sudan, and elsewhere. And a number of the other services actually used by people across the border. This would have been a good place for us to be able to demonstrate a good intergovernmental relations where we have cooperation, for instance, with the Ministry of Health, to put a strong referral hospital here, to put a strong mechanism to guard against pandemics because of cross-border movement, and also, therefore, what Honorable Mtata is talking about in terms the border point is an important issue that I request that the Senate fully takes up to deal with. I also finally want to contribute to the statement by Senator Miraj on child labor. Honorable Speaker, I think we have dropped the ball in relation to our children. Children aged 24 and below are 59% of this country. When it comes to 35 and below, 70%. We have young 10-year-olds hawking everywhere in the streets. We don't know who's dealing with this. I want to request again, this is a multi-sectoral issue. We must remember the issue of children is not issue the way it is being treated to.
Senator Oburu Odinga.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to make a comment on the statement sought by Honorable Kia Mtata on the ring road around Lake Victoria. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a road which is long overdue. Mr. Speaker, this road, speaking about this road, started immediately after independence. And Mr. Speaker, the road was supposed to be accomplished with a comprehensive irrigation scheme which was to go around the lake, and we were supposed to tap the lake, the waters from Lake Victoria, and pump it up on the hillocks and bring it down to do irrigation so that we would have a permanent food reserve in our area. Our area was supposed to be a food reserve for the whole of the country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, when Raila Odinga, my brother, was a minister of roads, they proposed this road, and we went around the whole of East Africa. Mr. Speaker, I was that time chairman of Finance Committee of the National Assembly, and this road is not only for Kenya. This road is supposed to go around Tanzania and Uganda, and we went round, we drove. This road, once it is opened, Mr. Speaker, it will open up development in the whole of the lake region, and it will connect the three countries. And Mr. Speaker, the World Bank was ready to fund this road, the development of this road. The only hindrance we have to the development of this road in Kenya, particularly, Mr. Speaker, is greed. People who are land grabbers, when they hear that a road is supposed to pass in a certain area, they go and buy it quickly from unsuspecting wananchi, and then quickly now raise the price so that it cannot happen, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is what has also made it difficult for Kenya to acquire the pipeline, which was supposed to come from Uganda through to Kenya and connect to ours. Mr. Speaker, this is because
Honorable Speaker, because just in the next 3 weeks we'll be hosting all the county assemblies, Mr. Speaker, and I really encourage senators to participate. They have their Ambong games in Meru from the, I think, the 23rd. I was in discussion with the honorable speakers, and really they want also senators to participate. But Mr. Speaker, even you have been with you since yesterday, and we have really enjoyed our stay here. Mr. Speaker, one other thing that I have really noticed in this community is they have enough food, a lot of food. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, because of the goal of the Kenya Kwanza government is to provide and to have enough food security, I want to thank the leadership of this county for they have really assisted the government to make sure that we have food for this country. Mr. Speaker, the road from Busia, from Vihiga to here, Mr. Speaker, is very dilapidated. Even before the College Way is done, Mr. Speaker, the Kenya National Highways Authority should come with speed and repair that road. The potholes are extensive. And Mr. Speaker, because of the trucks, accidents are really inevitable, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I really also want to encourage Senator Ososi to talk to your leadership and as fast as possible remove people from the road itself so that you can get a better road. Because the best thing is not to complain. If the government has given you a super highway and a highway, remove people from the road reserve so that the road can be constructed. I think nobody should live on the road reserves. And you are delaying the service. People from Vihiga, people in Busia want to enjoy that road, Mr. Speaker. So Senator Soz lead the way and make sure that the road is cleared so that development can be done by the Kenya Kwanza government before the 2027 elections are held, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Senator Enoch Wambo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to begin by thanking the beautiful daughter of the Luhya community, Senator Muma, who is also a loved wife of the community of Senator Kajwang. I want to thank Mr. Speaker for recognizing the exemplary demonstration of true leadership by His Excellency Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka when he ran for president and nominated Professor Julia Odhiambo as his running mate. The Speaker, I don't want to be seen to be a dissipating debate, but tomorrow when Professor Julia Odhiambo appears, the Speaker will be seeking the attention of the chair to say a few things about Professor Julia Odhiambo. Having said that, the Speaker, I want to comment on the statement on the Kenya National Highways Authority and the relocation of the traders along the road reserves. The Speaker, we can argue and debate that matter. But the Speaker, of greater importance to me, because I've just come from a sitting of the County Public Accounts Committee of Busia, where we have so many trucks parked right outside this assembly, the Speaker. This county government is not allowed to collect fees from these trucks transiting through the county and then interfering with the business of this place, the Speaker. The Speaker, I think, as a Senate, one of the things that I would encourage us to do, maybe through the area senator, is to find a way of the county government of Busia to get some cash, some revenue from these trucks, Mr. Speaker. A simple calculation. I've seen that they have said they have 1,800 trucks transiting through this county headquarters every day. If they were to charge only 1,000 shillings of transit fee, that would be 1.8 million Kenya shillings every day, translating to 54 million Kenya shillings in a month and 648 million Kenya shillings in a year. So, Speaker, one of the things that we always say about county governments is that we blame them for not looking for revenue streams, for own source revenue. Mr. Speaker, what's out of order now? So, Mr. Speaker,
What is your point of order, Senator, for now?
can you just wait for people?
I'm sorry, but I have to raise understanding order number 1 of 5 on the statement of facts. The Constitution is quite clear on the kind of taxes that county governments can collect and the taxes that the national government can collect. If the distinguished senator is now asking Busia County to charge truckers here, what will Kisumu do? What will Eldoret do? So by the time your businesses are working here, all the way to Nairobi, truckers will be paying millions of shillings. Is that really what we want to do? So, Mr. Speaker, the Constitution is clear. County governments can only collect stipulated revenues, which are also transferred to the County Government Finance Act. So let us not confuse the country. So is the distinguished senator in order to mislead the nation that Vihiga or Busia County can actually charge truckers moving from Uganda to Nairobi?
Senator Olekena, your point of order is overruled. The county governments under Schedule 4, they can charge for parking fees. Any truck wishing to park within the county government, they will pay parking fees. Senator Enoch, proceed to conclude your remarks.
Mr. Speaker, you know, it's a good thing when a senator admits laziness. Because I just said, Mr. Speaker, we should find innovative ways of helping the county government of Busia to collect some revenue from these trucks. Mr. Speaker, truth be told, these trucks, they interfere with business in Busia town. Truth be told. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker,
Order,
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable senators, may the senator for Kitui be heard in silence. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker,
Less than a minute.
Mr. Speaker, you know I have not made a ruling. I'm just making I'm giving an opinion. So if you find my opinion not palatable, when you get your chance, give your opinion. Maybe you don't even have an opinion now, Senator. Was an issue. Mr. Speaker, the second issue was on the sale of strategic investment in the name of the Portland cement, the East African Portland cement. The Speaker, we must find a way of taming this appetite to sell our strategic investments.
Yes. Unfortunately, the honorable senator had long concluded his issue. Senator, Majority Leader, what is your intervention?
To the House, in the sense that I know the clerk's office is working on the communication, but at SBC this morning, you know, we made a decision that this matter, which I see colleagues are very passionate about, on the issue of the Busia border and Malaba, shall actually be discussed here extensively via motion, because the trade committee visited both station and the cohesion, and therefore tomorrow morning we have a motion to discuss this matter extensively. So I wanted the House to be in the know. There's no need to trade barbs at this point. We shall have sufficient time tomorrow morning. And also, lastly, Mr. Speaker, I hope later you shall inform the House of what time we shall be visiting that station before the House resumes tomorrow morning. I thank you.
It's true what the Majority Leader has just indicated. This matter was extensively discussed at the SBC, and it was found proper that a substantive motion be brought tomorrow so that honorable senators will have an opportunity to discuss this substantively. And again, we also indicated during that meeting that for honorable senators to be in a position to debate that motion effectively, they need to understand the workings of the border post. And therefore, it has been agreed that tomorrow between 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m., senators will have an opportunity beyond the two committees that have visited there. The entire House will have an opportunity to go to the border post, so that as we debate the motion tomorrow, you will be debating on a point of knowledge. Senator Veronica.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. I want to give a comment on the statement that has been brought to this House by Senator Miraj on the children who are in our streets in different counties in Kenya. And I want to specifically comment on the children, the status of the children in Busia County. Honorable Speaker, unfortunately, beyond the children who are on the streets, the problem is more complex. They are not only being given child labor from the streets, they are also being burdened with responsibility, parental responsibility of taking care of infants when they are between the age of 11, even 10 years. We have found pregnant teenagers in Busia County numbering about 4,562 or something thereabouts, that number of teenagers who are having to handle infants at their very tender age, Honorable Speaker. It is unfortunate that we are no longer considering as communities what is the best interest of these children. Children don't just land in the streets. We must ask ourselves, and as this committee is looking into this complex issue, we must answer the question of where are these children who are landing in the streets coming from? Are they coming from broken families? Are they coming from situations where, Honorable Speaker, has rendered these children to survive on the streets, trying to raise income that they need, Honorable Speaker? What are the schools doing about the children who are falling out of school? We might reach a situation where every county government will have to now take account for the children within their counties who are on the streets, Honorable Speaker. In the best interest of children, Honorable Speaker, it will be befitting for this Senate to consider that complex question, because where are these children who are in the streets going to be 5 years from now, when they turn into teenagers, when they turn 18? What does this society expect these children to turn out to be? Are we waiting for children to turn into small gangsters and eventually turn into the huge gangs you might find on the streets, Honorable Speaker? And yet when these questions are raised, they sound simple, they sound as though they should not be given a lot of attention. If you look at the debate which has been raised in this House today, I believe highways are important, infrastructure is important, but the family unit and the welfare of children and the people of Kenya is equally very important. If you look at the number of senators who are commenting on the highway, and unfortunately the male gender, yet they are the fathers of these children who are on the streets, you will find they are more interested in the roads. They are not interested in the cohesion in family. Time has come, Honorable Speaker, for this House to have a committee called Gender and Family Committee.
Senator Funandi, there's nothing disorderly in that.
To sort out the issues, Honorable Speaker, to sort out the issues we have in this nation. It will be important for Parliament to have a committee known as Gender and Family Committee. We look at the issues that are broken down in
Senator
the family.
Funandi.
Honorable Speaker,
Conclude. Honorable
all
Senator,
these
conclude.
issues will be resolved. We will be able to resolve our roads when we resolve the family matters.
Your time is up, Honorable. No, unfortunately not. Now, Honorable Senators, we have gone beyond the 15 minutes that I had indicated. Honorable Senators, we have done double of the time I had earlier indicated. We will therefore rest it at that. However, before I allow the clerk to call this next order, I'd wish to confirm that Honorable Raphael Wanjala, Member of Parliament for Budalangi constituency, is in the House. Honorable, thank you. Also, Honorable Mary Emase, Member of Parliament for Teso South, is in the House. and also Honorable Geoffrey Mulanya, Member of Parliament for Nambale constituency. Honorable Members of Parliament, welcome to the Senate plenary. Now, Honorable Senators, at this juncture, allow me to rearrange today's order paper pursuant to Standing Order 45-2. We will now proceed to order number 9. Order number 9. So I will ask the clerk to call that order.
Order number 9, motion, report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for financial year 2025-2026 division.
Sergeant at Arms, kindly ring the division bell for 2 minutes.
The quorum bell is now ringing at the Senate this afternoon, following the directives by the Speaker of the Senate, Honorable Amason Kingi, who has directed the Sergeant at Arms to ring the quorum bell for 2 minutes for the House to consider the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2025-2026. The debate on this motion being a motion that is seeking to have the Senate adopt the report of the Standing Committee on Finance on the county government's equitable share cash disbursement for the financial year 2025-2026 has already been concluded upon. The committee laid its report on the table of the Senate on the 24th day of September 2025, and that pursuant to Section 17, subsection 7 of the Public Finance Management Act and Standing Orders 189, subsection 3, the Senate approves the county government's equitable share of the disbursement schedule for the financial year 2025-2026. Upon the lapse of that quorum bell that has been allocated 2 minutes, the House will be voting on this motion. An additional 4 minutes have been given, and this 4 minutes leeway is for senators who have stepped outside the county assembly's chamber in Busia County, where the Senate well, that division bell is an alert to senators within Busia County Assembly presence to make their way back into the chambers where the Senate will be considering its plenary business for the better part of this week, this being the inaugural sitting of the Senate in Busia County. On this very first day, the House has already deliberated on a number of business before the senators, among them being the issue of transport along the Malaba border, the institution of family with Senators raising a number of issues that they will want the committees, the respective committees, where these statements have been directed to address. But at this particular juncture, the Senate is considering the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2025-2026. The House will shortly be voting on this motion to adopt the proposals in the report. And remember, this is the report that is proposing the equitable share of revenue to different counties.
Sergeant at Arms, kindly close the door and draw the bars. Now, honorable senators, voting shall be by roll call. I know you are used to the one that we vote and under 1 minute we are done, but this one will be manual because we'll do it by roll call. And therefore, we will need the tellers, a teller for the nays and a teller for the yes. Senator Miraj will be the teller for the yes, for the ayes, and Senator Montet will be the teller for the nays. Kindly take your positions before I put the question. Thank you. I will now proceed to put the question that the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for financial year 2025-2026, laid on the table of the Senate on Wednesday, 24th of September 2025, and that pursuant to Section 17(7) of the Public Finance Management Act and Standing Order 189.3, the Senate approved the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for financial year 2025-2026. Now, the clerk is going to call the names of the senators in alphabetical order. Clerk, you may proceed.
Senator Abbas Sheikh Mohammed, Wajir County. Senator Adan Dulo Fatuma, Isiolo County. Senator Boy Isa Juma, Kwale County. Senator Cherarke Samson, Nandi County.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote. Is it yes? Yes, I vote yes.
Senator Cheriot Aaron Kipkirui, Kericho County.
Mr. Speaker, Kericho votes yes.
Senator Chesang Alan Kiprotich, Trans Nzoia County. Senator Chute Mohammed Said, Marsabit County. Senator Ekomwa James Lomenen, Turkana County. Senator Haji Abdul Mohammed, Garissa County. Senator Kajwang Moses Otieno, Homa Bay County.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Kamau Joseph Githuku, Lamu County.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Kathuri Murungi, Meru County.
Honorable Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Keroche Tabitha Karanja, Nakuru County. Senator Halwale Boni, Kakamega County.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Kisang William Kipkemoi, Elgeyo Marakwet County.
Good. Elgeyo Marakwet County, votes yes. Honorable Speaker.
Senator Lelegwe Stephen Lutumbesi. Senator Lelegwe Steve Lutumbesi, Samburu County. Senator Maanzo Daniel Kitonga, Makueni County. Senator Mazayo Stewart Mwachiru, Kilifi County. Senator Mandago Jackson Kiplagat, Uasin Gishu County.
Honorable Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Medhu John Mohea, Nyandarua County.